Hello, I'm Joey Haskins, and welcome back to You've Never Seen, in which I showcase a movie you've probably never seen before. We have mentioned Greta Gerwig over the past couple of weeks. If you are not aware, she is a filmmaker who has made her name only recently, but she has quickly become one of the most notable and acclaimed directors in the industry. And she's very likable, especially in her upbringing in the independent film scene. She had originally started off as a writer, but turned to acting when that wasn't going anywhere. But she was able to write many projects as well as direct some. You may be aware of her film Lady Bird, or her remake of Little Woman, but you most likely know her as the writer and director of Barbie, which came out 2 years ago. That film, along with having some of the best marketing for a film I've ever seen in a while, also made her the most profitable female filmmaker at the moment. And she is now slated to be making a few films for Netflix based on the Chronicles of Narnia books. But before Narnia, before Barbie, before Little Woman, and before Lady Bird, Greta Gerwig had to make a name for herself. And she did so in Frances Ha. Frances Ha is a 2012 film written by and starring Gerwig. She wrote it alongside the film's director, Noah Baumbach. They had met in Baumbach's last film, Greenberg, in which Gerwig starred alongside Ben Stiller. After enjoying working together on that film, they decided to work together again, eventually creating the script for Frances Ha. Gerwig plays the title character, Frances, who is an ambitious dancer in New York City who does not have her life together in the slightest. She just ended her relationship with her boyfriend, her best friend moved out so she's practically homeless, and she's living off of tax rebates because she's broke. The film follows her as she tries to get her life together, but slowly starts to fall off the deep end more and more. The writing for the film is really good, and apparently was very meticulous. The feel of the film makes it seem like it's improvisational, but apparently the film followed a very tight script. It follows Frances brilliantly, and gets an idea of what she's like as a person. Gerwig plays Frances as if she was born to play her. She's awkward, self-destructive, and is a very soul-sucking character. Frances is someone who has had a dream of being a dancer for years, but she becomes the way she does when all of the people she knows give up on their dreams and start a regular life. She has to struggle with the idea of continuing to pursue her dream or settling on a job that will allow her to live. But she realizes at the end that she can have the best of both worlds. The character is written really well, and it's hard to believe anybody other than Gerwig could play her. But she didn't want to play her initially, only agreeing when Baumbach felt it would be better if she did. One of the most clear inspirations for the film is Annie Hall, but Baumbach and Gerwig have said that the French New Wave had a lot of inspiration as well. And yeah, you can see that clearly in the film. The cameras used were actually very basic consumer-grade camcorders, even though they had the money for more expensive cameras. It's a minimalist production, allowing them to film anywhere they want, whenever they want, without having to cause a ruckus. The minimalist production does give them the advantage, though. It allows them to film from a third person's perspective most of the time, which works tonally. Shots will linger on Frances while others are talking over her. The audience feels like we're watching her as her life falls apart, rather than experiencing it in the first person. This outside perspective also shows that while this is life hitting her like a ton of bricks, it also shows us just how passive she is. It's not just stuff happening to her, she had a hand in where she's at right now too. The film was mainly popular on the festival scene, premiering at Telluride Film Festival and then being shown at Toronto International Film Festival and the New York Film Festival. And the film was very well received. Gerwig was nominated for several awards when it came out, including a nomination for a Golden Globe Acting Award. But as I mentioned, the film was popular enough for her to be taken a little more seriously and eventually become her own director. And of course would be another of many collaborations between Gerwig and Baumbach, eventually leading to the two of them falling in love with one another. They've been together since. Frances Ha is a great film to watch if you want to make a film. I've mentioned that they used the bare minimum when it comes to making this film. If Baumbach and Gerwig could make a film with practically nothing, what's to stop you from doing it? A little something to think about. You can watch the film on AMC+, their Criterion channel, or Mubi, or you can check it out at your local library. With Weston Media Center, I'm Joey Haskins, and I'll see you all next time.